Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of June 21st, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, please take what fits. Please leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Aquarius, I want you to keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. I already released those readings. However, Tarot Card of the Week reading is intended to be a message to you from Source, something that they want you to consider this week so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. So with all of that said now, let's begin. My Aqua family, tapping into the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the Tarot Card of the Week here for the Aquarius collective? Okay, we'll take it. We have the Chariot. What signs are showing you that it is time to move forward? The bottom of the deck, we have King of Pentacles. What situation in your life is bringing you financial wealth and stability? Why is the Chariot the Tarot Card of the Week here for the Aquarius collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I feel like this will be more of a financial read for you. So if you're interested in career and finance, I feel like this is your reading. If you're looking for love and romance, I'm getting the suspicion here you should probably check another placement. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. You're confused about something. Internally conflicted. Maybe how to get victory on something. Let's see where we go with this. Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Pentacles. There's confusion here. Why is there confusion here? So you have something here has ended or is in the process of closing out for you. Situation, environment, or a connection. And then there's a new opportunity here. Knight of Cups to the Queen of Wands. And you seem to be confused about whether or not you should move forward with this. And I don't know what this is for you. Was this a job that closed out and now you're confused if you should go apply to another company or to a competitor? Was this a relationship that closed out for you and you're confused about whether or not you should move towards someone else? There's confusion here. And let's use work as an example, and then you could extrapolate that and apply it to your life how you see fit. Let's say I'm speaking to an Aquarius. You've had a job close out on you, okay? Ten of Swords. And now Seven of Cups, there's a confusion. I don't know what to do. Queen of Wands to the Knight of Cups. Do I go out there and look for another job opportunity? Or do I maybe launch my own business? Queen and King of Wands are the entrepreneurs of tarot. So, and I'm looking at that Nine of Pentacles, which is a very singular energy. So again, if you've had a relationship close out, the confusion here is, I don't think you want to go back to whoever that closed out with. I have to be honest with you. The confusion here seems to be, do I want to move forward towards someone else, or do I just want to be single here for a while? Five of Wands. Clarify that Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Wands is clarified by the Empress, the Nine of Wands, and the Fool. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. I don't think I've ever seen you this confused before. Internal conflict about whether or not you want to birth or create or give life to a new endeavor, after this one's closed out, a new partnership after, this one has closed out, a new relationship after this one has closed out. You're holding yourself back. Nine of Wands to the Fool card. You're holding yourself back from a new opportunity, from moving forward. You're holding yourself back from moving forward. Seven of Pentacles. So what signs are showing you that it is time to move forward? This whole thing. this whole situation. I mean, Seven of Pentacles is so stuck and stagnant. I would think I'm your cousin sign, sister sign of Gemini, and as air signs, we don't like sitting stuck or stagnant for too long. So that should be the sign that we need to move in one direction or another. I don't feel like sitting still is something Aquarius is comfortable with. I know as a Gemini, I'm not. Six of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Wands, clarified by the Tower, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. It's time to move forward. I don't know how else to say this to you. It's time to move forward towards the new relationship, the new situation, the new job. If you want to launch your own business, this is the week to, start doing it. That Two of Swords, this indecision, I don't think it's healthy for you. I don't think that it's adding to your stability. You have the World card here. Something here has closed out for you. What's closed out here for Aquarius? Clarify that Ten of Swords. Clarify the 10. Something has closed out or it's in the process of closing out. One more shuffle. Thank you. To give you an example, a personal example, and again, extrapolate it to how, it applies to your life. I remember when I had asked for the divorce, we're going back 6+ years now. I asked for the divorce, and then I want to say 3 or 4 months later is when I met my current person. And I was a little undecided, Two of Swords, because I was still legally married, although we weren't living together. I moved out of the marital home. I was here. There was still a little reservation of that marriage is not completely closed out yet. I know we're separated, and he started dating new people immediately. But there was still some reservation on my part about whether or not I should engage in a new connection. So I decided to do it, and I took it super slow, and I'm glad I did. I look back almost 6 years later now, and it was a good decision there on my part. But it could be something like that where you have a relationship closing out or in the process of closing out, and you're just not sure if, like, maybe you met someone new and you don't know if you should start a new relationship with them. It could be something like that happening. It could be you're, leaving a job or contemplating leaving a job, and you don't know if you either, like I said, you want to branch off on your own or look for a job elsewhere. I see a lot of stuck. There's a stuckness. Is that a word? There's a lot of stuckness here. We'll close out here for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, something that was in your life for a long time. Death card. Oi. Yeah. Something that Seven of Wands are at the bottom of the deck. I think it was an ending that you resisted for a long time. Situation, environment, connection. And that could be with family, someone you're married to, maybe someone you have children with. I see the kids here on the Ten of Pentacles card. There's a dog here. So whatever situation, environment, or connection this represents for you, it has closed out. Even if you're still lingering in it because there are a couple of things that need to be like fine-tuned or something like that, there's no going back to that. I hate to be the person to tell you that. There's just no going back to that job, that relationship, that marriage. That's done and over with, even if there's still like some processing there that needs to be done. So are you ready for the new beginning? You are, even if that's not formally closed out. Let's say your divorce takes 3 years. What are you supposed to do? Not date anyone for 3 years? If this is a contract job and you know that it ends on, I don't know, September 1st, you know it's coming to an end. There's no going back. They're not going to renew the contract. You can't wait till September 1st to look for a new job. So yeah, it's okay to start the new, even if you're waiting for that to close out. It's okay to move into the next chapter. What signs are showing you that it's time to move forward? This reading. It's time to move forward. Tell me about the forward. I feel like some of you still have some, like, I don't know, little things there. It's not a definitive close. There's no going back to it, whatever it is. I hate to be the reader to tell you that. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new. Seven of Wands, the Devil, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. The new is not going to wait forever for you. If you know this job is closing out and you have an idea of the position you want within, I don't know, maybe you work for ABC Corporation, is closing out, and you want a position at XYZ Corporation. Even if this doesn't close out for 2-3 months, I would go apply to that other job. Maybe they'll hold the job for you, but you standing still, 7 of Wands in this deck is standing still. I'm putting a bubble around me. You know, that could be a very toxic energy of procrastination station. Devil to the 7 of Wands, particularly in your deck, the 7 of Wands, because like I'm not moving forward, right? Lines in the sand here. But I feel if you take too long to do that, then let's say again, that position you want is taken. If you wait for the marriage to formally finalize and close out, again, what if it takes 3 years? This new person you're interested in may not be available then. So I feel like what signs are showing you that it's time to move forward? Your intuition. Your intuition should already tell you this is not stable, okay? King of Pentacles to the World card. It is not stable. It is not structured. There's no going back to reinvesting in that. So it is time to move forward. There's no, right behind that is the Six of Swords. Literally a card of moving forward. So let's get you a couple of cards here of advice from that deck. But we have the Two of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I would not wait forever for the new. The new is not going to wait for you. I would be wholeheartedly invested in the new situation, the new environment, the new connection. Even if the new for you is just being single, I would be wholeheartedly invested in the new. And if you're an Aquarius and you lost your job, I'm not going to say there's no reason why you don't have a job by now. You should make it your job to find another job. You can't just, throw around a couple of resumes once a week, fill out an application here and there, and then you're just hoping that a job will come to you. I don't think it's going to come to you this way. This is going to require effort on your part. This is making the choice. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. You literally have to nurture this. So if you're going to launch the business, this is a week to get started. Start getting some information. Page of Swords, plant that seed. If this is a relationship, start the conversation. Again, plant that seed. There's something like that. I feel like you're waiting, and I don't know what you're waiting for, because tell me more about the closing out. That's over with. And you know that. For me, queens exist in the present. They're processing the present, and they process the past. And you have your queen is there, the Queen of Swords, saying, I know this is done and over with. Or it's only a matter of time till this is officially done and over with. Tell me more about done and over with. One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like it's time to open up your heart to something or someone that is new, fun, creative, passionate, and exciting. There should be no confusion over this. Done and over with. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. Some of you have to work out the details on a divorce, work out the details on a contract. It could be medical, but I don't do medical readings. But if you wait for this to wrap up until you start the new, you're going to lose the new. I just saw King of Wands, 9 of Pentacles on the split. Tell me about losing the new. What is that? Losing the new. If you want the new, you have to be wholeheartedly invested in the new. One more shuffle. Thank you. What is that, losing the new? Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Yep, that's what happens. 2 of Pentacles. If you're not fully invested, the King and Queen of Pentacles are long-term investors, okay? They invest in a new job, finding a job, launching the business, expanding the business, finding a committed partner. Like, they're in it for the long run. But look at that 5 of Pentacles to the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is time management. If you take too long to invest in this situation, environment, or connection, I feel like you end up losing them. So what sign is telling you it's time to move forward? This reading. I hate to be like that. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. And look, I'm an Aquarius rising. I know exactly. For me, this is about relocation. I know that there's like the home of my dreams is out there. And the longer I delay doing what I have to do to get ready to move, am I going to find a house? Yes. Will it be the one that I absolutely want? Probably not, because I've already identified it. And by the time, if I don't get my crap together, it's not going to be on the market. So yeah, take this how it resonates to you. But the time to start on this is like now, before we miss the opportunity. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 2 of Pentacles. There's that time management. 5 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Start giving to the new. Queen of Pentacles again. Start giving to the new. The new. Invest in a new situation, environment, connection. Again, learning something new. For me, it's like relocation. We need to make time for this, despite the loss of whatever's closing out here in our lives. The 6 of Pentacles says you can do both. The Two of Pentacles could be talking about the past, and the Three of Pentacles could be talking about the future, or vice versa. You take that how it resonates to you. But you can exist in the present with an Ace of Pentacles, give a little to the past and a little to the present. And I feel like that's what's needed at this time, especially for those of you where this still has to wrap up. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you. I just saw the Seven of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. Do not sabotage this new beginning for yourself. But that is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.